So let's make a collar on our denim shirt. This is a very thick fabric, a very thick I mean. So let's iron, and I'm going to steam it first to soften the texture and making the cotton easily because it's so wrinkled and really thick. I started measuring my collar. My round neck collar is 17, so divide that into 2. We have 8.5, and I'm going to add half-inch allowance. Because I'm not using the stay to cut this time, I'm going to cut directly on the fabric. This fabric does not need any interfacing anyhow. Divide that into 2, cut that. My length of the height of the undercollar, I think I'm using 1.5 or 1.75. You can use whatever you're convenient with. Curve the edge, make sure it's well curved to give you the shape you want. You cut 2 of that. Then I'm going to cut the collar. I'm going to use the undercollar to measure it. So the collar is going to be reduced because the collar moves in the way from the undercollar. I'm going to take like half-inch off to choose the base of my collar. Then the height of my collar is 2.5. I'm adding half-inch as a sewing allowance, so I'm using 3 here. I prefer 2.5 for female shirts. Even for some male shirt, it makes it classic. Then you roll, you have it extended from that the basic 18 to, you slant it down. You can have it in different shape, but I like the slant method. It just gives me the shape I want. Then you bend it at the back so that when you fold your collar, it's not touching the back of your neck. You'll be cutting 2 pieces of the upper collar as well. Trim this out, and it's time to sew it. Remember, it's not going to, I'm not using stay. Then I need the collarbone. Collarbone helps your collar stand firm. Now you take your undercollar, iron and fold in by half-inch. You've added a half-inch to the undercollar when you're cutting. This is the part that goes into that you stitch onto the main garment. Iron very well. After ironing, you're going to sew on that fold. Sew carefully, ensure your lines are straight. This part is going to show inside your shirt. This is the part that shows inside when you open your shirt. When you do this, then it's time to sew the main collar. Sew all around with maybe half-inch. Don't let it be too small. Half-inch or quarter-inch is fine. After you sew, trim off the bulk. You do not need the bulk in your collar. It's going to make it look tacky and too big and bulky. Then you turn out, use the edge of your collar. If you have a point turner or a sharp skewer stick, you can use anything to punch up. Just be careful. Depending on the shirt you're working with, if it's a silk or soft material, it can punch in a hole. So use something that will not give it a hole. Take it out. You must ensure you have a very good sharp edge. Then you iron so well. This has to be well ironed that you do not have the edge, the back turning to the front. Then it's time to fix our collarbone down. Now your collarbone, the sharp edge goes into the collar. It's going to form a slant. You can see that. So you sew on. You're going to use the top stitch of the collar is actually used to hold in your collarbone. So if you don't want to use a collarbone, you can choose not to top stitch, but I like using collarbone. It gives my shirt a very good fit and stand. Sew all around using half-inch or quarter-inch or any inch that you're comfortable with, and it's time to continue. So then you fold this into 2. Notch the center of the collar. Notch the center of the 2 undercollar pieces. Now match the notches together. So this can help you. This is the guide, the sewing guide. I like sewing from the center, so I know I'm not having one side bigger than the other. You sew round the center to the side, notch the edges, trim off the bulk if you want to. It's essential actually. Sew the other side all around to give you a very good like matching size. You don't have one side longer than the other. Then I like trimming off because denim is too thick honestly. When you're ironing, after ironing well from both sides, ensure you have it well flattened out. Fold the collar. You're going to have like half-inch or a quarter-inch folded in. You can see the way this looks, and the collar is already looking beautiful. Oh my, so beautifully. Mark notch the center of your shirt. This helps you when you're sewing your collar in a way that if the collar is too big, you can easily match and know that, oh, I think I have an issue somewhere. Then you know where to adjust. Then you adjust the neckline or you adjust the collar, the undercollar base. Then you sew from the right side. That part that does not have a fold attached to the right side. Then the part that you folded, that we sewed in, you're going to fold it onto the wrong side. You know, when you wear your shirt, if you don't button your shirt, this is the part that is showing, that you're seeing. So it must be very neat. The back of the shirt is going to be covered by the collar fold. So pay attention to this place. Make sure it's neatly done and neatly sewn. And your hands are super straight. And there you are. Look at it looking so beautiful and so good. Color making is not difficult. Just take your time and do the right things well. Iron, 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 and ensure your hands are always straight when you're sewing. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when the next video comes up.